everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is the Divinely Guided Tarot, and I am back with the reading for the sign of Scorpio. I just want to say welcome Scorpios, welcome any cross watchers, and with all of that being said, let's jump into this video. I am going to start shuffling, see what energies are coming through for you, but as I'm doing so, I just want to say I appreciate you clicking on this video, for joining me in this space. And honestly, I hope you leave this reading here today with some sort of clarity or guidance on a situation, on the energies you're feeling, and really just any messages from Spirit to help brighten your mood or just overall help you in your self-growth as an individual. So again, thank you. Let's go ahead, get shuffling, see what energies are coming through for you, Scorpio. Go ahead, give it shuffle here. Got small hands, guys. Can never hold the cards. Comment down below if you have that similar issue, because I can never get all of the cards with my hands. They're just tiny. All right. Spirit, what messages do we have for Scorpio? All right, right off the bat, this one is the Knight of Cups in reverse. All right, next we are seeing the Four of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Coins, also known as the Queen of Pentacles. This deck just likes to refer to pentacles as coins. Oh my goodness. Spirits, like, give them the whole deck. They need, like, a lot of guidance. I don't know what's going on with y'all. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna figure this out, guys. All right. Further messages for Scorpio, please, Spirit. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. My goodness, guys. These cards are not playing. Okay, King of Coins, King of Pentacles in reverse. One last card, Spirit. All right. Loud and clear, Death in reverse. All right, so a very interesting spread here. I'm actually very intrigued with the cards that you got. Right? All right, so starting up here, we're going to move left to right, go through each card, see what's going on here. All right, so the Knight of Cups in reverse, it deals with some sort of disappointment, okay? There's something going on here currently in your life, in the recent past, or even in the upcoming future, where you're very disappointed about something that is going on in your life. I'm also feeling like something is leaving you very breathless, almost like you're not gasping for air, but it's like this energy of like there's always this tightness in your chest when you approach certain things. You might feel very tense in certain situations, especially when you are experiencing this disappointment. Disappointment, stress. There's just something about stress on the heart, but also like not expecting that something is going to be the thing that it is. Okay, whether it's someone doing something and it's just completely catching you off guard, or if it's a situation just not really playing out the way that you hoped it would have. All right, but let's further on. So next, in the heart of your spread, we're seeing the Four of Swords in reverse as well. And the Four of Swords in the reverse position, it deals with feeling very stressed out, okay? It's very much this Common theme of I need rest, I need to chill out, okay? Something in my life, it's bringing me a lot of stress, and essentially you need to deal with it, cut it out of your life, see how you can cope with it, especially if it's something that you can't really get rid of, okay? Whether it's a health condition that's just, like you're inevitable, you're gonna have it your whole life, something like that, okay? That's something you can't exactly just get rid of in the blink of an eye, all right? So learning how to deal with that, learning how to cope and manage your stress is really important. Take classes for that. That's also what I'm hearing. Like, you could take classes to help explain what you need to do. All right, and that might help you. You'll also be in a room with people that understand that as well. But on the flip side, a more positive note, we are seeing the Queen of Coins. And I just have to say, this card is absolutely beautiful. There's very few cards in this tarot deck that absolutely just strikes me. But this card is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. With the Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles, it's about being very secure financially. Okay, the Coins, Pentacles suit, it has to do with work and money related things. Okay, so if this is a disappointment about how much you're getting paid, you could be getting a promotion very soon. Okay, you are coming into money. There's something about being financially secure. If it's something that you've been struggling with, learning how to save, learning how to not spend too much money. I know that's a common thing that we have here. There is something about you're going to reach a point where you're not worrying about the money in your bank account. You're not checking to see how much money is on your card, okay? You're very much in a state where you don't need to essentially jump through all of these loops just to pay your rent, okay? But also with the Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles, it highlights the idea of practicality, okay? So being logical, all right? Seeing things for what it is, not what you want it to be. Perhaps this disappointment has really showed you that you can't have certain expectations or higher expectations. You're going to be operating in this mindset of it is what it is, and there's nothing I can do about it unless I can do something about it. If the disappointment is, oh, I don't like how I reacted in that situation, I can change that because that's something I can control. But something like a health condition, I can't, expect that, this health condition that I was born with, that I'm, going to have the rest of my life, I can't expect that some miracle is going to happen, okay? You can have hope, but I think that this is oddly specific. It's just an example. Make it resonate for you if it does. If not, leave it for someone else. But going off of that same sort of example of the health condition, it's like, excuse me, it's like you have this condition, this health condition, you're going to a doctor's appointment and you're saying, you know what, I'm gonna get cured today. It's gonna be, all good. Things are gonna happen for me. And there's nothing wrong with being positive. I just want to make that very clear. But it's like you had an expectation that you knew was gonna not come true, and you still had that, and you still hurt yourself in the end. Okay, so it's something like that. All right, next, we're also seeing a very positive card in your spread as well. And it is the Wheel of Fortune, which is one of the major arcana cards. The Wheel of Fortune, it deals with change, okay? There's some sort of cycle that keeps happening in your life here. And I think it's coming to a close, but it's also a cycle. I feel like it keeps repeating itself, but it's disguised as different cycles. You feel that it's different, but there's this underlying theme in every single one. So I would give thought to that. Okay, but this is also the card of inevitable fate. Okay, again, going off of that health condition, it could be something as particular as that. Like, it's just your fate. You're going to have that condition the rest of your life. So there is something like destiny, maybe it's like you're trying to fight it, okay? Maybe you're trying to fight something that you shouldn't be fighting. In fact, at this point, again, you need to be in that it is what it is sort of mindset and accept it as it is and not really try to change it. All right, again, the heart of your spread on the bottom here is the King of Coins, King of Pentacles in reverse. And I also want to know we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles in your spread as well. So definitely a major theme of money going on here. But the King of Coins, King of Pentacles in reverse deals with being very greedy when it comes to money, which I find very interesting. Because you're financially secure here, but then it shows here that perhaps maybe you're being very stingy with your money now. You're feeling very like high horse because you have all this money. So just pay attention to that. Try not to be, you know, someone who brags about it. Try not to be, you know, like scamming people for the money. I don't think anybody here watching this video has the intention of scamming anyone, because you're a spiritual being, and I would assume that if you're watching this video, you're probably a good person and don't want to do things like that. But I am seeing this energy. So just try to avoid being in the ego here when it comes to your money. Try not to be so, like thinking that you have unlimited amounts of money. Okay, so be careful with your spending. Try not to overspend, especially with this newfound financial security. It's definitely tempting to do so because you're like, oh, now I have money. I want to go out and I want to spend and spend and spend because it's something that I couldn't do when I didn't have money. But be smart with your money. Save it. Don't overspend. All right, the last card, the last tarot card, is the Death card, which again deals with, you know, cycles. It deals with change. It also just, like, not only does it deal with the whole change thing, but it's also dealing with the ending of a cycle, okay? So this is all about cycles, repeating itself. This is an end of a cycle. So if you're really trying to become more of a spiritual being, which you are by watching this video, putting in the work to recognize all of these things, making sure that you're being smart with your money, and doing all the above that I just spoke about, that Spirit is trying to tell you, you're gonna see progress. You're gonna see, you know, these cycles coming to a close. Things aren't gonna be like showing up repeatedly in your life. And it's also just, like, what I'm also seeing here too is like, with this Death in reverse, you're like almost afraid of it. Like, these cycles have the potential to come to a close. You know, beginnings, new beginnings can start, but I feel like you're resisting this at this time. Like, there's potential for that. There's an opportunity, huge opportunities for this. But try not to let fear get in the way. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to go ahead and draw some cards from another deck for extra messages. All right. Scorpio, the first card we have for you is the Eight of Air. Okay, this is a card of self-doubt, confusion, and free will. All right, there is something that you're afraid of here. You're resisting change, okay? I also feel like even though you're in this new financial, you know, free situation, I feel like you do still have fears about becoming, you know, not sufficient in money again. Like, you're fearing the fact of going back to the place where you had no money, where you had to check, you know, if you had enough money before buying something. So there's fears regarding that. And there's fears regarding this whole disappointment situation. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to pertain to that, but it could be. Like, I do think it's this, but it's also something else going on in your life that you're dealing with. But I feel that all of that, you're feeling very scared, very confused. You don't know exactly what it is that you need to do, but you have a strong spread here, Scorpio, so don't really... I want to pay attention to this free will. Okay, you have free will. You can choose what it is that you can do. And what I mentioned earlier about, there's some things outside of your control where you have to say it is what it is. And if it's in your control, then you can do something about it. And that's going back to this idea of free will. All right, if you're resisting this change, you're being scared, you're passing up opportunities, you're saying, no, I'm not going to take it. That's in your control. Are you going to let fear override the beautiful opportunities that you can, have in your life? The first step is doing things. That's always the scariest choice. But it's also the most important choice to get you to where you want to be, Scorpio. So ask yourself that question. Am I going to let myself basically sabotage myself to not let beautiful things come into fruition in my life? All right, we are also seeing the Emperor card, okay? The number 4 might be of significance to you. This is the card of organization, leadership, and structure. Okay, so the way I take this, for one, you can be the leader of your life, the emperor of your life. You can take charge. You can be at the forefront and say, I'm going to get my ish together, essentially. Okay, I'm going to be more organized. I'm going to break things down. I'm going to give thought to things. I'm going to journal, take notes about what it is that I can do better in my life. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to do yoga. I'm going to eat healthier foods. All of these things benefit me. They'll help me get, where I want to go. And I do want to mention that's a collective thing going on here, Scorpio. All right, one last card for you, Scorpio. We'll close out your reading. We have the Queen of Air. Brilliant, experienced, humorous. Okay, there's something here about you got to be lighthearted. Have that it is what it is, going with the flow type of thing, type of energy. Okay? And when you start to experience these things and really feel like you know yourself, you're gonna be in a very high vibrational state here, Scorpio. But also, one last thing before I let you guys go. The Emperor, the Queen of Air, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Coins, King of Pentacles as well. You're having a lot of King and Queen energy in your spread, okay? Which shows me that you have a lot of strength, okay, a lot of power right now. You have the chance to be the ruler of your life. Are you going to take it, Scorpio? And that is the question. Are you going to take it? Think about it, Scorpio. But I am going to go ahead and close out this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more. And I will see you all in my next video.